Hello Pisces and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of July in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're gonna start with your Rose Oracle card. The card that has a message for you today is the Rose Garden. This is all about innocence, forgiveness, and being gentle with yourself. So this is like for some of you connected that maybe you are feeling that you've done something wrong, or without knowing whatever you've done, or some of you might be feeling ashamed of hurting somebody, or maybe you didn't treat somebody as you wanted to. And this card is kind of asking you to release any shame, judgment, or bad feelings and just let things go, and it's time for you to make amends. And you have to kind of remember that you are a human being. You are not perfect. You are not necessarily making mistakes. You are learning and you are growing through the experiences that you are going through. So you are not broken. That's a very important message for you. And again, it's very important to know that you are doing the best that you can, and again, just embrace your humanness. Embrace that you are not perfect. Embrace that you are able to make mistakes and learn from all of that. And again, just think about it. How can you be a little bit more gentle with yourself? But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, who is the perfect mother type, somebody who is practically like all of the other queens are envious of her because she's like so perfect. She's very like a homebody, somebody who knows how to take care of the family. It can be somebody who is Capricorn. It can be somebody who is very reliable, somebody who is very loyal as well. So this can be a person you're dealing with. This can be your energy, or just the energy of the card. So some of you might be in a relationship that's kind of a long-lasting one, or some of you might be expecting something like that to come to your life. But what's kind of interesting for me, this message here along with the Rose card, that kind of talks about being human and not necessarily being perfect. I think some of you need to kind of embrace that this perfectness, whatever you have in the center, is not necessarily an issue if you don't get to it immediately. Your reading actually starts with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the card of joy, celebration, and happiness. This is the card that's indicating a wish fulfillment. So whenever you have this is a really great card because it can indicate that some of you had a wish fulfilled or it's about to be fulfilled. It's a very great card of joy, happiness, and it's a great one to see in any kind of reading, but especially a love and a relationship one. And your reading continues with the World card. The World card, which is all about success, accomplishments, and pretty much achieving the goals, whatever you have. This is definitely an indication of an ending of a cycle and starting of a new one. You went through a long journey and you achieved whatever you wanted. This is kind of one of those cards where you set a goal and you achieved it and you're happy, you're celebrating, and you have unlimited potentials because you're learning, you are going through, you're kind of graduating as well whenever the World card comes up. Some of you, maybe if you want to get a relationship, you will definitely achieve that goal. If you want to get married, gonna have children, this is all about that successful accomplishment of all of your goals. Lovely energy. And your reading continues with the Ten of Cups, which is so amazing because first of all you have the Nine of Cups and then you have the Ten of Cups, which is a step up. So Nine of Cups is already a very good card of wish fulfillment, but Ten of Cups is the perfect happiness. Again, this is kind of like a fairy tale ending when they lived happily ever after type of energy. This is kind of like when you went through a difficult time and you actually now you're able to enjoy life. You are able to see the beauty of life, and you are choosing happiness. This is a lovely card to have in a relationship reading, because it's indicating that whatever you've been wishing for, this perfect happiness, is actually attainable. And your reading continues with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the card of planning and decision. Planning in terms of that you are thinking about what should be your next step, what should be your next move in terms of your relationships. Maybe you are already in a relationship and you need to kind of make a decision which way you want to go with this. Do you want to get married? Do you want to just stay as you are? Do you want to maybe end the relationship? There are many ways you can decide about a relationship. Some of you need to make a decision of choosing between two people as well. Like there's just lots of ways that this decision making can come out for you. But you can see how this person is at the fork of a road, and how this one way of really shine a light on it, which is an indication that you're going to know which way to choose. And the right way will come along. For some of you, it might be that there's something that's holding you back in terms of achieving your full potential, because in the story behind this card, it is somebody who achieved a lot, but whatever he achieved kind of holding him back. So think about what is that might be holding you back, and that's kind of the Eight of Swords can a little bit talk about that, because the Eight of Swords can be a card that's indicating that some of you might be feeling stuck. Some of you might be feeling that you are in a position that you just don't see the way out of it. So whenever this card comes up, some of you are overthinking things. This is the card when those swords are indicating your thoughts that are imprisoning you. And sometimes whenever your thoughts are kind of projecting on you, it's actually not the reality you have, because your thoughts are creating this prison, and that's why you're not able to see the way out. So whenever this card comes up, it's very important to release the negative thoughts, release the fears, release whatever kind of you feel that's holding you back, because if you're just over worry about something, that's not gonna bring the solution for you. But let's see what's gonna be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few percentage of the viewers sign up, so I hope that you're gonna be one of those who subscribe today. But I'm always very excited to read as well how this reading is resonating with you, if you're willing to share it in the comment. So your reading continues with the Lover's card, which is amazing. The Lover's card is the card of love attraction first and foremost, and it is card of being in love and finding love, finding a perfect partner, finding your soulmate. This is very soulmate energy. Some of you might be already with your soulmate, or some of you might be about to meet your soulmate. This perfect relationship where you are so attracted to each other that you just don't know how to get off of each other, your hands. But the Lovers is also a card of new relationship. It can be engagement, marriage as well. For some of you, it might be a big decision. You have two decisions card right beside each other, the Two of Wands and the Lovers as well. But this is also a card of yes, saying yes to things. And what's kind of I love in this reading, that usually the Lovers is the best card that you can have in a love reading, and then some people say, well, it's actually the Ten of Cups. And you have it both. You have both the Lovers and the Ten of Cups, which can be this perfect happiness that you've been wishing for. But let's see how it is continuing your reading. Your reading continues with the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is the continuation of the Eight of Swords, which is the card of fear, anxiety, and nightmares. So this is the card when you're thinking a lot about something and you're afraid of something and it is keeping you up all night, and very important to release those negative thoughts. Some of you might be afraid that your partner is cheating. Some of you might be afraid of something else. Whatever it is, it's important to release it, because worrying will not fix your problems. So put it in a comment, I release all the negative thoughts. And your reading continues with the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords can be a person, a younger person. It can be also a message. Usually pages bring messages, and whatever this page brings is a message that is delayed, but once you're kind of getting it, you're actually happy about it because it's a good news. So some of you might be worried a message that's being delayed, and maybe you've been waiting for some kind of a news. Maybe you asked something, and there's just no response. But again, you shouldn't worry, because once the message arrives, then it's good news. Now this card can be also associated with curiosity, gossip, and also spying. So maybe some of you are worried about what people might say. It might be about a decision, about a relationship, or maybe something that you've done. I'm just kind of going back to this rose card that can be like, connected to forgiveness and innocence, and making sure that you are gentle with yourself. So some of you might be worried about what people might say, what is the gossip around, and that's the one that's kind of holding you back. Like you're kind of in this prison of thoughts that what people are saying, and you're kind of getting nightmares, etc. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded soldier, somebody who's been through a lot, somebody who's been through a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, and this person is pretty much ready to give up. But you've been here, you've been through similar situations, and the message of the card is very clear that you shouldn't give up, you should continue, because your goal is very close. So you need to keep pushing forward, because you're very close to achieving your goals. And if you kind of don't believe that, you just need to look at the numbers you have here. You have the Nine of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Nine of Wands. 999, it's an angel number. I recommend you to look it up and see what are the recommendations. Some of you might be seeing these numbers. Some of you need to pay attention, because you might be seeing it. Usually the 999 is indicated that you are actually very close to achieving something, close to achieving a goal, close to finalizing a chapter. You just need to take that one step. Maybe it is all about forgiving yourself, maybe it is all about releasing the negative thoughts, whatever you have, or not caring about what others are saying or thinking, but eventually you are very close to achieving your goal, and you also have the World, which is all about completion. So I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.